Generally speaking, I think some of the wines that are very successful here tend to be picked quite late. They're quite ripe red wines that maybe could be picked a little bit earlier. They do very well in Hungary, but those late-picked ones, with maybe a more oxidative style, I think will struggle in the international markets. And they're not cheap as well, they're quite expensive wines. So I think the wines to go to export markets with are the ones that tend to be a bit more fruit-driven, fresher, more purity of fruit, maybe less oxidative winemaking. Plenty of wines that I really liked. And in general, I found that the Hungarian varieties, the indigenous Hungarian varieties, seem to work best. But my favourite wine of all, actually, was a Syrah. It was a very, very fresh, peppery Syrah that tasted of the Northern Rhone or maybe New Zealand Hawke's Bay. It was a beautiful wine. So an international variety, but one that showed lovely freshness, definition, balance, elegance, and precision. I think at the moment, there needs to be more. There needs to be a critical mass of lots of really interesting wines. At the moment, there's a few really, really good ones. And if there are more and more of them, then I think that will create a critical mass of wines that Hungary then can present to the world and say, look what we can do with these indigenous varieties. You know, we're not just about Tokai, but we can produce really world-class wines that aren't just the sweet wines, which the sweet wines are fabulous. But it's almost like the problem has been the sweet wines have been so good that it's been very hard for the other wines to get up to the same sort of level of quality.